Hello everybody, and welcome back to this channel in which I usually don't discuss what's going on the screen, but today I am because I am redesigning my little persona. This eyeball character I've had for a few years. I had originally been planning on making storytime animations with it, and you'll see that design in a little bit pop up here, but it also was inspired by my initial logo I made. And I just, after watching Squid Game, because that's still on my mind, I really liked the little doodle I made of it, and I just wanted to redesign and go ahead and post a little bit of art on here because I've not done that yet, besides my shitty thumbnails. So the very first image, because I'm putting together some reference images of the eyeball character that I've done over time, is the first aesthetics drawing I did of them, and is what I use in Discord and what I've used to promote my image before, because I don't like using my face. I have very strong dysphoria, both related to my gender as well as my weight, because I am overweight. It's something I am working on to make myself happier, it's for health reasons, but also because I'm unhappy with what I look like. And the best way to be happy with what I look like that I can afford right now is to try and adjust my diet. And it's working a little bit. I'm low-key constantly hungry, but I was low-key constantly hungry anyway. Now it's just for a different reason. The second character is just a little doodle I apparently did of me and Chase. And the third picture is actually that logo I was talking about. I'm pretty proud of it. It's the letter I, because my name is Isaiah, but it's also made to look like it was carved out of lino, which is my main medium of choice, and I feel like it looks like a person in front of a TV. So it was very inspired by my love of mixing media and that sort of thing. The next one to pop up, that little over animated version of it with the exclamation point, was going to be my YouTube persona. And they are wearing my favorite comfy shirt and a pair of Crocs, because at the time I lived in Crocs. I still want to live in Crocs, but Briar says no. Briar says they're not shoes. I argue they are shoes, but they don't want me to get Crocs. This next item is a sketch design I did for a painting that I've actually finished. It was my very first oil painting ever, and I'm pretty proud of it. It has the more feminine clothing and the more masculine or non-conforming clothing, and both of these characters are in front of two halves of the non-binary symbol. Like I said, I'm very proud of it. In middle school, I used to draw myself a lot with cat ears. This is one of the few self-portraits I've done where I actually have a face as well. I should mention, in the classic, the sketch for the paintings, that's supposed to be a self-portrait, but instead of giving myself a face, I covered myself in eyes. That next one is a screen print idea I had. It was the very first screen print I ever did, and it has a mixture of Japanese influence as well as tentacles, which is a commonality in my work. I can go into tentacles and other stuff later on in a different video. The one after that is another one of the few times I've drawn myself as a human. It was a therapy project to try and figure out the type of person I want to be. I deleted that very recently because it was depressing to look at, but maybe I should try redoing that and seeing how I feel about it nowadays. There's a bat Fursona, because I am mildly a furry, based off the gray bat, where I grew up in Alabama. There we lived on the lake, and there's a cave where at night, every night, the gray bats will come out, and one of them got stuck in my hair. That moment's been with me for a while. And last but not least, the impetus to my redesign, the little Squid Game thumbnail character I did that I adore. So in a minute, they're all going to be moved to the side while I work on drawing. One of the things I've been trying to accept about myself is the fact that I'm thicker. So I always end up drawing my little body a little too skinny, and then I have to thicken it up a bit. It's annoying. I don't bother drawing myself with breasts anymore because they're going to be gone one day and I don't want them anyway. It's not like my hair is pink all the time, so why can't I draw myself without boobs? I also decided to make the head a little bit bigger. It's very common in like animation and stuff for the heads to be a little, if not increasingly crazily oversized. So it helps with expression. People tend to glom onto faces. I also wanted to mix together some of my old outfit design pieces. So I'm giving myself the sort of croc like shoes. I knew I needed to do a hoodie just because if I'm going to do the white eyeball with the eyelashes coming off of the mask, it's going to need something to sit back on. So we're doing a hoodie. It fits very well with the dysphoria thing. I did absolutely want to keep the mask aesthetic from Squid Game because I like it. I liked it a lot. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I still can't stop thinking about it. I'm actually preparing to make a screen print that's going to be based off of those masks. That's probably going to be a next week project. But I also wanted to keep some of the comfy clothing choices from the original YouTube persona I was going to do. So the black capris are still in there as kind of shorts. And like I said, I have the comfy croc like shoes. The black capris are part of what used to be my work uniform. I would wear them all the time and they were comfy. So comfy. They're all gone now because they got worn out. I also went ahead and added some cat ears to the mask, and specifically to the mask and not to me. I wanted to pay tribute to my baby self with the whole used to draw myself as a Nicogen. I guess I've never really been comfortable in my own body. And I tried giving myself a cat tail. You'll see it hangs out until towards the very end. And I ended up changing my mind because I was like, the ears are on the mask and not on me, so why not? Why not just leave it as like I'm obviously a person? Line art is perhaps the hardest part for me. Um, Besides the fact that I can't see things in my mind's eye, I also have really shaky hands and I struggle a lot with keeping lines pretty smooth. It helps that my art style is a lot more simplistic and cutesy compared to, well, like my partner's. Briar's is very detailed and delicate and amazing, and I'm very jealous. But for me, my hands shake too much. I can't really handle it. I also have to try and simplify this design because if it's going to be something I'm drawing a lot of and it's not going into any like super formal medium like a comic, I don't want to have an overly complicated design. And now let's go ahead and start talking about some of the color choices. So I knew I wanted to do the blue hoodie because my old design had like the blue hoodie, but it had like paw print hands things and stuff like that. I was like, I'm going to keep it like that. And that meant taking out pink because I knew I wanted to keep the mask to be gray and I wanted the pants to be grayish black and the shoes to be grayish black. So I end up trying to add some hair and I don't like it, so it goes away. Then I try to change the tail to pink, but that looks bad, but it changes the color of the pants and I'm like, okay, well that works. And finally I get rid of my skin tone because I want to be seen as a white person, but I don't know, something about this physically being white makes me happy. But all in all, it's not a very long video today. I have a lot of things I've got to do. We're going out tonight for the CIS Workers United they're having a press conference It's something Briar is part of. They're trying to get better scheduling and better wages for the amount of work they do. Like Briar themselves is getting more and more responsibilities, but they're not able to get any more pay. Plus, they're still going out and working directly with people. So we'll see how things get taken. Hopefully, CIS starts taking things seriously because, well, they should. But let's see, anything else? I've started a TikTok. It's going to have more fishy things, pretty much exclusively. It may have some goofy other animal related stuff, but it's probably just going to be animals so I can limit my Instagram, my work Instagram, to artwork and not just fish and art because I am a child and I really like my fish. Um, as for Minecraft, I will give an update soon. I'll probably record a video to show off how much I've done, but I'm almost 2/3 of the way done with flattening, which doesn't mean as much as you might think when you realize there's still a 200 by 600 section left to flatten, but I'm getting there. Yay. Soon. Fingers crossed. But I hope you liked today's video. I hope it makes sense with the everything that I've put in it, and I hope you guys have a great day and stay hydrated. I'm going to go get some water now because my throat is super dry. Talk to y'all later.